the story about the reunion up in glory. All of God's children will gather there in that city so bright and fair. What a reunion, what a reunion, when we get over there. What a reunion, oh yeah, over there. When I get to heaven, I'll meet Daddy, I'll see Mom and brothers too. I'll see Jesus, get a chance to tell him, thank you, Lord, for bringing me through. Oh, what a reunion. You talk about a good time when we get old. Everybody will have a smiling face, singing hallelujah in this place. We'll walk the streets that are paved with gold. We'll have a good time. We'll never grow old. Over there, over there, over there. I'll be so glad to see my king over there where Jordan is. I will cease from all of my trouble. No more fighting among each other. My name is gonna be changed. Jordan, it won't be the same. Welcome to another edition of Music Entertainment Talk. Make sure you share this broadcast, share the broadcast, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a relative that we're on. Oh, yeah. You talking about a good time over there. My. Hey, thanks for tuning in to the Music Entertainment Industry Talk. I'm your host, Don Padgett. Hey, got a wonderful program for you today. Hey, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for sharing the broadcast. Make sure if you haven't shared it, share the broadcast. We have in the studio Mr. James Spann and the Spann from the Spann Brothers out of Mississippi. And we're going to bring him on right now. Bring him into the studio. How you doing, Mr. Spann?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing good, man. What a project. I'm telling you, this project is so great. Yes, the country boys down south, yes, James Spann and the Spann Brothers, man. And this cover that you all have here, man, is awesome. I just love that song Reunion. Man, tell us a little bit about your group and how you all got started.
Thank you, Mr. Padgett, for having us tonight.
Yes, sir.
It's an honor and blessing to be here with you. And look, this group got started back in the 2011. Mm-hmm. But actually, I started singing quartet when I was 17 years old back in 1981. Group called The Crowns of Joy. Me and my brother, we did a lot of background singing. Basically, that's where I started from, in the background. But in 2011, I decided, I said, well, man, we don't sing background, and did this. We just decided we're going to do something. We was just sitting out from my mother's house one day, and we started humming on 2 or 3 songs. So what we done, we went to a cousin of ours, and we did 4 little song CD. Mm-hmm. And it got to playing real well on the air, so we decided we'd do another project. And it started doing good, so this time we went and we talked to Echo. I talked to Echo Records, and the next thing you know, we were signed to a record label in 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's been a blessing just to be doing it, and you just don't know how blessed we are to be on your show tonight. Because
Yeah.
I'm excited. I've been excited ever since I talked to you a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Now we're here.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, and it's so we're so honored to have you. And
Yes, sir. Thank
you
you.
all have been making a name for yourselves throughout the country and throughout the world. And man, it's so great. This song Reunion, you all recorded this song, and it just takes us back to say, okay, we're going to have a reunion with our loved ones,
Exactly.
that have passed on.
Exactly.
Some of the great singers in the gospel music industry, that have
Yeah.
sang all this good gospel music, our mothers and our grandparents and
Yeah.
so forth,
But that will prompt me to write this song. I actually wrote this song back in 1985. But
Wow.
I was singing background, and we didn't really get in the airplay at that time. And so, just when I got ready to do this project, I said, I'm gonna redo this song again. See, and so I was sitting there, I was writing it, I revamped it, remodified it. Asked George Dean for his intake. I knew y'all probably with him, George Dean, who got before, and he come in and add his flavor, and wow, it just taken off. And Josh Meyer was our producer, and it just he added his flavor to it, and it just taken off. As a matter of
Nice.
fact, we've been number two. This song been number two in Glory Land Gospel for the last 3 months. So
All right.
we're still standing strong in Glory Land Gospel, and that's just a blessing from God.
Oh, I just want to thank all of our viewers out there that's tuning in. I'm getting back channeled all over the world, and we're streaming in Africa on today, in Australia, the UK. We have our folks that are back channeling me from YouTube. They're sending their love. Also, we want to say thank you, Doc Lewis. Hello, Doc Lewis, and thank you so much. And what's the name of the single? The name of the single is Doc is Country Boys Down Home, and I just want to show that cover again. This wonderful cover here. Yes, want to thank you for your comments. Yeah, right there is the Country Boys Down South. Yeah, and a wonderful project that you have here. And so many are chiming in. And I'm looking over at all the comments in the comment section. Thank you so much. Who are some of your inspirations in the gospel music industry?
Ooh, man, I'm gonna tell you right off back. My biggest influence is Harvey Watkins of the Captain Spirit.
All right.
I know he's worldwide known and renowned, but Harvey is one of my favorites, and also my other favorite is George Dean of the Gospel Four, which we share on the label with him, the Echo Records label. But yeah, those two guys are my two favorites.
And
Now, my third favorite would be the Pilgrim Jubilees.
all right.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
those are
those guys, man, they set the standard for quartet singing. And my uncle used to have them in the Canton every year here in
uh-huh.
Mississippi, Avon Community Center. And you talk about some hand clapping, stomping, good quartet music. The
All
Pilgrim
right.
Jubilees. Yes, sir.
And we got Doc Lewis out there. He's over at, I believe, in California. And
Okay.
we're gonna email your information over to him.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
that way, you all can connect and your music can go all across the country here.
Yes,
And
sir.
so definitely, and all of those that are out here and from radio stations across the world, promoters. If you would like to book Mr. James Spann, I can put the information out here also, and we'll be putting the information out here for the booking. Let me get it up early. So many folks are asking for booking for Jay Spann is jspann9090@gmail.com.
I'm sorry. Look, that's J Span 9098.
98. Okay, 9098. Okay. And then we'll get that on there. 9098. And yeah, we definitely want to have that information out here. Yep. 9098 at gmail.com. And 662-295-5040, Mr. James Spann, and you can reach out to him direct. And those of you can also back channel me, and I'll be happy to get that information out to all of the promoters that's out there that would like to book James Spann, and also radio announcers. All right, thank you so much. And man, tell us your music, because I hear a little of the Southern gospel kind of style music with the quartet, with the contemporary mixture into one.
Yes, sir. We decided we would try to mix it up a little, and don't take away from the quartet in the Jubilee style. On that same token, we have a lot of youngsters that love gospel music too, and we want to try to appeal to everyone, to buy our music. And we decided just try to stay middle of the road with our music.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too. You want to keep that same vibe with the quartet, but also here's the thing, Mr. Spann. This music that we're singing quartet is evolving, over into the other markets in the gospel music industry, and so that's one of the things that you want to take. And I appreciate you all with your music, because Southern gospel is a whole total different realm. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the things that you want to do, is you want to take your music, you want to keep it right there in quartet, but you also want to touch that Southern gospel area, because that's going to take you further in your career and your goals. And then also take it to you want to take it to contemporary and say, hey, okay, let me add a little twist to it and get that contemporary flavor, you know what I'm saying, with that traditional,
Right.
Yeah.
And sometimes we might come out with a little contemporary, but then we go back to our basics before the end of the program.
Yeah. And I appreciate that, because then that way you can have all the different audiences listening, from young to old, and and then me, I just love it all there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And and you had George Jean collaborate with you on this project, and tell us about that.
George, he's one of the premier writers in the quartet industry, and I have to give him credit for a lot of writing. George come to me when I approached George. I said, "Listen, George, what would you charge me just to appear on my project?" He looked at me with a smile. He said, "We work for the same boss, man. So come on, let's get it done." And the rest is history. He's one of the most. I'm talking about him and Lee. They are two most humble guys that you ever want to meet in the quartet field, along with Mr. Willie Johnson. Before he passed away, he was another book one.
Yes,
a sweet spirit.
Yeah, I had an opportunity to meet Willie Neal Johnson and be backstage with him
today.
Yeah, those guys are awesome. And late Percy Griffin also was a real humble man, and he just loved the Lord, and the Nightingales. I was able to sit down with all the Nightingales and sit down and break bread with the brothers. Yeah.
I used to joke with some guys. They used to say, "You know the Thomas man from the Brooklyn All Stars?" I said, "Yeah, that's my cousin. Never met him."
Yeah.
Last name, but he was great also.
Oh yeah, yes, and they have a new project out now too. So it's awesome. They're part of Vnetwork Radio also. So yeah.
Okay.
And like I said, taking that music to the Southern gospel, because I've got a lot of quartet artists that's in the industry, and they're taking their music to Southern gospel.
Yes.
And that's why I mentioned that, in the style of music that you all have, you
Right.
know. And I love that guitar. Now, who was that guitarist that that
You know,
played?
Josh put that in there.
What?
Josh put that in there. Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
he put that
I
in.
I love that twist
Yeah,
because you got that Memphis type of sound also.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Josh put that in there for me.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah, that
we
was
was in
that
the
was
studio.
that was unique right there.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were sitting
And
there. I said, man, we need a unique sound to put to that song. He did it, and when he did, we immediately knew that's it. That's it.
that's
That's the
it.
sound we
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it brings a uniqueness to the music, and to the style, you know what I'm
It too.
saying?
It too.
And we could talk about that one project all night reunion.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
man. And you got other songs here on the project, your 2021 project that was released. He'll Do It Again.
Yes, sir.
Run This Race Soon. When I Rose This Morning. Reunion. He Will Save You. Save Me. And that's another song that we're gonna listen to. Save Me. And then also Darkest Night, and then Try God.
Right.
Yeah, those are some of the favorites there.
Okay, okay. Now that
Yeah.
Darkest Night and Try God, my mother's first cousin wrote those songs back in the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
And he passed away in August of 2019. But he and I were so close. We did that Try God on the 4 song studio I was telling you about earlier. And he was on there, but he told me to keep his music alive. So that one, Try God, Darkest Night, and Run This Race, those are 3 songs that he wrote. He told me make sure I keep his music alive. His name was Howard Ballard. And I just put some more music to them and redid them a little bit, and they have been great for us as well.
And we got Sammy Jordan on. Thank you. How you doing, Sammy?
Big Sam.
Yes. Yeah, the Mighty Gospel Warriors, and
Yes, a friend of mine.
another wonderful, great gospel group in the industry that's
Great,
doing some great
group.
things.
Great
Yeah.
group, man. And I love performing with them. They're some friends of mine, and their dad, I just loved him to death before he passed away. And I think they buried him last year, and I commend them because they just kept going. I know their heart was heavy, but they kept on going. They are some great guys.
Yeah, and they're doing it up in the gospel music
Oh man,
industry.
yeah.
I'm
Man,
telling
yeah.
you, every time I turn on, they're in concert. I'm like, wow, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're part of Vnetwork Radio, and
Yeah.
here's the thing: when we see our Vnetwork Radio artists, in concert, doing their new projects and getting awards, it makes us feel so great. That we're doing it here, and that we're pushing our gospel music artists, nonstop, and that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about. That's right.
Yeah. Now, I know you work with so many different artists in the gospel music industry, and if you had an opportunity to record another project or collaborate with a gospel artist, who will it be?
Mr. Harvey Watkins Jr.
What? All right.
Yeah, Mr. Harvey. I've already told him. I think it was last year. I was talking to that. I said, man, I'm gonna get a song for me and you together before I leave this earth. I said, I hope I can change it through that. He said, we're gonna make it happen. But since you mentioned Harvey, we will be at the Ecclesiastes Showcase on March the 5th.
Okay.
In Memphis, Tennessee, with Harvey, he and his booking agent, Esther Wooten from Ecclesiastes Showcase, will be there.
Oh, you going to be there also?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I had a opportunity to go to the Ecclesia, and man, I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
To make sure that I represent and and meet all of our Vnetwork Radio artists.
Yes,
and
sir.
that would be great.
That would
And
be
I'm
great.
thinking about going. Yeah.
If you do, I let me know if you're there. If you're going, and I
Yeah.
definitely want to meet you face to face.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's going to be an awesome event, and and we've been posting that flyer on Vnetwork Radio page, and so we're looking forward to seeing everybody there at the Ecclesia. Tell us, with the pandemic happening, and I see you guys released your project in 2021. What are some of the things that you learned during this pandemic, and how has it been for you all?
Well, since the pandemic, I'll be honest, it's been slow. Because, promoters don't want to take chances. They don't want to get, I guess, too many in a building together. And this pandemic had really hampered us. But, I think things are beginning to come. So we're going to be able to do a little more this year. But basically, we've been doing some things local. And then maybe, something on Zoom. But that's basically we've been all able to do, especially in 2020. 2021 was a little better for us. And I'm looking forward to 2022 to be even better. But like I said, since the pandemic come along, it has just hampered us and slowed us down a lot. Because promoters don't want to take chances, they don't want to lose money. And,
That's right.
If the people's not gonna show, then they don't want to put something out there and they can't fulfill the obligation.
Right. Yeah. And thank those of you that are tuning in. I think so many. James Huntley, thank you. Kerry Keys, thank you all so much for tuning in. Those of you that are on YouTube that's tuning in, also that are tuning in from international waters, thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna listen to this next project, and it's called Save Me. Let's listen to that one, okay?
Lord, I thank you for dying on the cross, saving me. Lord, I thank you for dying on the cross, saving me. Yeah. Lord, I thank you for dying on the cross, saving me. Lord, I thank you, Jesus, saving me. Listen, you saved me. You saved me. I'm glad you did. You saved me. You saved me, Lord. You saved me. I'm glad you did it, Lord. You saved me. Listen, Lord, I thank you for your holy power, saving me. Lord, I thank you for your holy power, saving me. Yeah. Lord, I thank you for your holy power, saving me. Lord, I thank you, Jesus, for saving me. One more time, you saved me. You saved me. I'm glad you did, Lord. You saved me. Nobody but you, Jesus. You saved me. I'm glad you saved me. You saved me.
Yes, we wanted to come up with that song. I'm telling you, those of you that have just tuned in, that was music by James Spann and the Spann Brothers, and that song was entitled "Save Me." And those of you need to go out to all the digital outlets and purchase the music by James Spann and the Spann Brothers, Country Boys Down South. And yes, wonderful song. Man, I love that song right there because it give you a hand clapping, foot stomping, and bring it back down home.
Yes, sir. At that Jubilee stomp clapping, hand clapping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. I love that. Yes, and you gotta have those type of songs because you go out in them countries.
Yes,
you know already.
Yes, sir.
You all from Mississippi, so you all know. Sir. Yeah, gotta have it. Yeah. And one of the things that I would like to say is that how has the internet helped you and your career? Seeing as though we went from vinyl to up-to-date digital.
Oh man, I'm telling you, Facebook and digital really have helped us tremendously. Because back in the day, you had to try to get out flyers, and a lot of time you didn't have great radio networking back in the late 70s, and we may have one radio station, and stuff like that. But you had to put out hand flyers and stuff. But now with the internet and the live streaming, it is fantastic for us. You can sit right here at the house, punch buttons, and it's all over the country. It's all over the country. It really have helped.
All right.
Yes, sir.
And so definitely we would like to say to those of you that just tuned in, we're here with Mr. James Spann and the Spann Brothers. We just heard his title track, Save Me, and which is going all over the world, and we're playing that track all over the world. And another favorite track that we've been playing off his 2021 project is Reunion. And, you know, just a fitting for this time to know that that we have loved ones that have gone on, and that we can continue to know that we'll be with them one day. And another track that we would like to present is Try God. Yeah, Try God, another favorite of ours here. And let's see if we can get that cued in. And here is Try God.
I didn't know God was so good, y'all, till I tried.
All right,
said I didn't know God was so good, y'all, till I tried. Till I tried. Oh yeah, till I tried.
All right. I ain't gonna play it all. I'm not gonna play all my track. Now I'm telling you, that one right there is a little Southern soul in there.
It is.
Southern soul gospel.
Yes,
yeah,
sir. I remember what my mother
I love
was
that.
alive.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Taking it to the next level, Mr. Spann.
Yes, sir.
You know,
The next level.
and you're hitting all the different markets, the Southern soul gospel, and hitting the Southern gospel market. Oh man, I'm telling you, that's the way to do it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And that's what we was trying to reach both sides of the aisle. You know, we don't want to leave anyone out. We want to reach both sides of the aisle, but we definitely don't want to get out of quartet roots.
Yeah. What is some of the best advice that you've gotten into the gospel music industry?
Well, some of the best advice that I can say is since I've been into the music industry, or staying humble, stay with the Lord, and get in the Word of God. Your singing are more effective if you stay with the Word of God and you mean what you are doing while you're out there traveling around the country singing. And when you produce music, try to produce something that reaches people, because the scripture tells us what goes from the heart, it reaches the heart. And if when you writing, sit down, think about things around you, and try to be creative. You have to be creative in order to make it in this industry.
That is so great. That is so great. You know, and also you have other projects out, and you have a project from 2018 called He'll Do It Again, which
Yes,
is
sir.
another dynamic project, and we could just go on. We're going to have another interview.
That's right.
all the
Yes, sir.
songs that you have in your in all your different projects, and I just want to touch on that one. He'll Do It Again, and we'll
Yes,
talk
sir.
about why you decided to write that project.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Here it is. He'll Do It Again. All right.
What the Lord done before we will. What the Lord had done before he will. Yeah, what he done before, see God will. Yes, he will. What he done before, he'll do again. Let me say that again, y'all. What the Lord has done before we will.
He'll do it again.
What the Lord has done before he will.
He'll do
God will. Yes.
All right. Man. Woo. Oh, I love those songs, and I'm telling you. Now, you wrote that project, He'll Do It Again, in 2018. What was the inspiration behind that project?
Well, actually, my first cousin wrote that song there,
Okay.
and we made that title track behind that song. But he was a great songwriter too, and but we helped him arrange that song, and it was a song that letting us know that when he was sitting down and writing, actually we was writing that song for our male choir.
Wow.
But they that were been recorded, so so we took taking that song. And said, man, we're gonna do this with the group, and so we did. We taking that song, we did with the group, and it's been good for us. It's been good
Yeah.
because we know whatever he done back in the Bible days, he'll do it today.
All right.
Yes, he will.
Man. Yeah, so both of these projects, those of you that have just tuned in, we're with Mr. James Spann from the Spann Brothers. And I'm telling you, if you would like to book Mr. James Spann, the booking information is down at the bottom. Mr. James Spann 9098, jspann9098 at gmail.com, and the telephone number is 662-295-5040, and you can book them. They're in high demand right now, and so you want to make sure that you get them on your concert. Book them for interviews, for your radio stations, and also for if you need to get their music. They have a great variety of songs, and so you want to make sure that you get them into your airplay. I'm telling you, it's so great. So what is the message out of all the songs? What is some of your the message that you would like to present to the listeners?
Well, basically, some of the message that we have in our songs, like especially like reunion, is that we all have loved ones that are gone on,
Mm-hmm.
and we know that one day, if we live right, that we'll see them again. Just like this past weekend, we buried our lead guitar player. Well, in that song reunion, we'll meet him again if we live right, and we want everybody to know that in our songs, we want them. We try to write songs that somebody may need a healing. Someone may need just a word of comfort from God, and we sometimes you get constellation in a song.
Thank you so much for this great I tell you, it's an honor.
Yes,
To have you on, Mr. Spann, and I look forward to meeting with you.
Yes,
Real soon, and hopefully that we can meet on a concert together.
Yes,
Real soon. And thank you so much, man. This goes down into our books for greatness.
yes, sir. Mr. Patty, I want to thank you for inviting us. I want to thank you for this great interview. I want you to know that the Spann Brothers, we love you, and there's anything that we can ever do for you. You already have our booking information. Just call on us.
All right, great. Hey, Mr. Spann, if you wanted to give a shout out to some of the producers or some of the fans or some of the folks some of your musicians, you can do that right now.
Yes, sir. I would love to give a shout out to all of my great fans, the great booking agency, the promoters. We know we just book us. We're coming to your town. We try to be reasonable. We want to work with you all. If you all work with us, and we want you to know that we love you all our fans, booking and promoters and all. We love you. And I want to give a special shout out to my family, especially my daughter, because she makes a lot of this happen for me, setting me up for interviews. And one of my managers over in Claxton, Alabama, Miss Natasha Wilson, she does a great job. And also my friend Gerald Tyson from Birmingham, Alabama, he does a great job also. Mr. Patrick, we love you. We thank God for you all, and may God bless you.
All right. Here it is. Again, he'll do it again.
We'll do it again.
All right.
We healed the sick back then, he'll do it now.
What the Lord done before He will. What the Lord had done before He will. Yeah, what He done before, see God will. Yes, He will. What He done before, He'll do again. Let me say that again, y'all. What the Lord has done before, He will.
He'll do it again.
What the Lord has done before, He will.
He'll do it again.
Oh, what He done before, see God will. Yes, He will. What He done before, He'll do it again. Let me say a verse, y'all. Somebody here may be sick with cancer.
All right. Hey, I tell you, it's awesome. I just love Mr. Spann and the Spann Brothers. Hey, don't forget, on coming up next week, we're going to have another live for you on the 15th. We got Derek Washington, Mr. Derek Washington, also from Mississippi. He's going to be with us, Derek Washington, on February the 15th, Tuesday, February 15th. Tune in. And we got another legend that's coming, and I'm going to make that announcement real soon, so you want to stay tuned to the Vnetwork Radio page, and also we want to thank Streamer. We'll be streaming live from streamer.com. We're live from streamer.com. That's our new streaming platform, Streamer, STREAMA.com, and you can go out there and, to Vnetwork Radio, and also we posted that in our social media page, streamer.com. You can just click and you can stream from everywhere, all over the world. And don't forget, next Tuesday we'll be going live. And also, we have another live coming up on next Sunday, and we want everybody to tune in next Sunday. We're going to have a special guest that's going to be with us next Sunday, and we want to post that flyer up next Sunday. We're going to have our guest artist, recording artist, international national recording artist Juliet Brown will be with us on next Sunday. So next Sunday and then next Tuesday, we want you all to tune in, and I'm looking forward to that on next Sunday. Juliet Brown, I'm looking forward to that interview, and also Mr. Derek Washington on Tuesday, the 15th. And don't forget to support us here at the Vnetwork Radio. And if you want to reach us, well, you can reach us at the telephone number 860-995-7755, 860-995-7755. And you can always send us a message in the back channel. Let us know that you appreciate and you love us right here on the Vnetwork Radio. Music entertainment industry talk, where we bring to you top artists in the gospel music industry, and we bring to you the culture of music right here on the Vnetwork Radio. All right, I've been just enjoying myself, and God bless you. I'm gonna get some rest and just enjoy this gospel music that we're playing. Thank you all, and God bless, and take care. See y'all.